Hey everyone, hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your new moon in Taurus message. The new moon in Taurus took place on May 16th or 17th, 2026, depending on where you live in the world. I did release a long 2.5 hour video on May 14th. However, in the past week, I've heard from many of you who said you were unable to understand the video because of its long format. YouTube did not translate it into your native language. So today, I edited that video down into 12 individual videos, 12 single videos, one for each zodiac sign. So YouTube will be able now to translate it and you will be able to understand the message. It is not too late to watch this reading, as this is a 6-month reading, and it is never too late for you to plant some seeds for a new life or a new chapter of your life. So please watch your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements. If you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. And also keep in mind, it is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through, take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it is meant for someone else to hear. With all of that said, now let's begin. Hello, Aries. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look now at your new moon in Taurus message. Your Moonology card here is look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, and then you also have affluence. Okay. Let's get into tarot here for the Aries collective, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, and affluence their message here? So for you, Aries, you might be focused a little bit more now, affluence, your financial resources. It's a time for you to maybe reevaluate your budget, your savings, your investments. Tell me more about this here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. For Aries, we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. Clarify that Ace of Pentacles here for Aries, please. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Cups. So this is a partnership-based reading here for you. Now that partnership could be professional, platonic, or romantic. You take it how it resonates to you. Clarify the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here for Aries? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Empress, the Seven of Swords, my word, and the Wheel of Fortune. And the Eight of Pentacles. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here for Aries? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Magician, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. You have two of the four aces on the table, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the High Priestess. So in terms of affluence, we're looking at a partnership-based connection. This could be you and a significant other. This could be you and a boss, right? There's something here where you're confused. There's an opportunity being presented to you in that Ace of Pentacles. Aces are the potential to get to the tens. So you have an opportunity here to get to the Ten of Pentacles. There's an individual here who's offering this to you. And yet Seven of Cups to the Eight of Swords, you seem to be very much up in your head, deciding whether or not you want to move forward with this. I get the feeling here for a lot of you that in order to move forward with this, this is almost like, I hate to use this analogy, but it's kind of like you have to break a couple of eggs to make an omelet. Three of Swords. This is clarified by the Empress, the Seven of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Like if you want to take a chance at this, right? If you want to birth or nurture this dream, this wish, this goal, this opportunity, if you want to seize the moment, it's going to require you to possibly walk away from something that maybe has had affluence for you. I was going to say influence. So maybe influence for you. Let's see what this is here. Can you clarify this a little bit further? Clarify that Three of Swords. I feel like this is something that's already established in your life. The Empress would be the current job that you have, or maybe the current relationship that you have. There's something here of like, I built this, I nourished this, and if I were to move in another direction, it means I would have to abandon this. So maybe this is like you relocating from maybe the town you were born in, or something like that, or maybe where you you nurtured a family in. So I could be speaking to some of you where you're empty nesters and you're thinking about relocating. I could be talking to an Aries here where you are in a committed partnership, but you're no longer satisfied and you are considering moving on from it. I could be speaking to an Aries where you currently have a job or maybe an industry that you've been part of for a long time. You birthed it, you nurtured it. It's possible in that Empress energy that you even went to school for, or you've obtained some degrees, but it's no longer fulfilling for you. So there's something here that is pre-existing that you nurtured, and you feel like if I were to move towards this Ace of Pentacles, I would be destabilizing myself, or at least that's the fear. The fear here is if I move on from the existing structure, I'm destabilizing myself. Are you though? Are you destabilizing yourself? Or are you missing an opportunity here? Clarify that, Empress, for me a little bit more. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Empress is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. So this is something that you have nurtured for a long time. Again, this job, this industry, this community, this structure here in your life, maybe even a marriage here for some of you, or a long-term committed partnership. But you have something new here on the table. You have 3 of the 4 aces. You have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands, and you have the Ace of Cups. This is something that has the potential to be creative, fun, passionate, exciting, long-lasting, something that you will really love and want to build into and can make you very emotionally content. However, what you don't have here is clarity. We're missing the Ace of Swords. So if you wanted to move in this new direction, 8 of Pentacles, to put in the effort with that Magician. The Magician is, I'm not just hoping and praying for this opportunity to materialize, but I'm willing to put in the sweat equity to make it happen. So your advice here seems to be, if you were to work shoulder and shoulder with the divine, not just, again, ask and hope for this, but literally put in the effort, then the opportunity is yours. But it's going to require you to, you need to deconstruct your thoughts here, because there's a fear here that is holding you back. Let's get you some advice. Some advice here for Aries, for the Aries collective. So I think you need to look at the bigger picture here, because if where you're at, situation, environment, or connection was so emotionally or maybe even financially satisfying for you, this wouldn't be on the table. And even if it was presented to you as an opportunity, you wouldn't even be considering it. So are you keeping yourself small by staying in a structure that you have previously built, or a community that you've lived in your whole life, or a job that you've been at for the last 20 years, or a relationship that is no longer emotionally fulfilling for you? Let's get you 3 cards of advice here for Aries. One more shuffle. Thank you. And I think that's your bigger picture look here. You have the 9 of Pentacles. This is your advice. The 3 of Cups and the Strength card. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. There's something here that at the end of the day, you have to do what is best for you. 9s are very individual in tarot. You have to do what is best for you, and to follow your heart here, right? That the 3 of Cups, that's Cancerian energy. So there's something here about you. You do have the strength. You do have the fortitude to make this move, to make this life transition, to leave this old chapter of your life behind. And your advice here is to follow your heart and to do what is beneficial to you, not to anyone else that you may be currently engaging in or, engaging with. And yeah, if you want to move forward with this, it's going to require you to put in some sweat equity to make it happen. That is what I have for you, Aries. That is your new moon and Taurus message. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.